take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Show him you're the best. Give him a taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Show him you're the best. Give him a taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Show him you're the best. Give him a taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest.
All right, no my hooky my, welcome back to another episode of the Kiwi NRL podcast. Tonight I'll be your host, Lennie, as per usual. And also, through the magic of the spiderweb, we have our boy, Jason Smiley Weatherly. How are you, brother?
I am good. I'm back.
He's good, he's back. He's on the attack. And he's
Yes.
trying to lay off the crack. I just made that up then, bro.
Bro, that was...
Crazy. Shit's crazy. How was your weekend, though? All good?
Yeah.
Did you get up to much? Nah, just watch the footy.
Watch
Bit of
footy.
footy.
What else did I do? I feel like I went somewhere. Oh, I went to see the mate's new kid. You know Danny, who used to work at Viking with us?
Danny Poot, yeah.
Got a newborn
Oh, congrats,
Yeah.
mate.
named Hudson.
Hudson Young, Huddy Young.
That's what I
Anytime,
said.
baby.
So
Young,
went and
anytime
seen
try scorer.
his boy.
Oh, nice. Well done, Danny P. Got one past the goalie.
He did. Bro, he's a classic joker, eh?
Yeah, he's one of the most classic. Do you know what's more classic? Tough Luck Workwear.
Ooh.
Independent New Zealand workwear designed by tradies for tradies. Head along to www.toughluck.co.nz and use the code all caps Kiwi NRL to get 10% of the best off. That's high vis, that's tradie gear, casual wear. But I mean, you name it, they got it. And what a segue that was. Did you
It
see what I've
was.
done there?
Yes, I did see what you did there.
Also, shout out to Fitzone in the great towns of Matamata, Te Aroha, Paeroa and Waihi. If you're listening to this, it's the last day of May tomorrow when this comes out. We got our May Madness on, bro. Sign up in May, get 30 days. Your first 30 days are free. You don't have to pay anything for 30 days, bro.
So what happens if I cancel my membership and then sign up?
You don't have to pay for 30 days, but you'll be at a much increased price because you signed up ages ago.
Yes.
So to keep that price, keep that locked in, you don't cancel. Plus, you're not allowed to anyway. If you want to get amongst that, www.fitzonenz.com, you can actually sign up straight away to reap the bennies, to reap those bennies. Too easy. And also, shout out to Dre at Mortgage IQ. That's right, the OCR announced this week, dropping by 0.25%, which is big news.
What is it, 3.25 now or something?
Yeah, big news. So if you want to get all over that and say, or you're thinking, man, that's just too much admin, why don't you get one of the professionals in? Dre, Mortgage IQ. He'll get it sorted. Go talk to him. He'll put you on the right path and sort you out. Find him on Instagram or just Google Mortgage IQ, and Dre will get you sussed, mate, with all the new interest rates and all that. Boom. All right, we'll get straight into the questions, Jason? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I've got them here. We got one from T-Ski 13. Who were your rugby and rugby league idols while growing up? Oh, rugby league idol whilst growing up?
Well, whilst growing up for me, I wasn't into league as much as I am now, but I always remember Stacey Jones.
Yes, Stacey Jones is a classic. He's a classic.
Yeah, and my sister was born, so there's like 9 years between us, and we got to choose a middle name.
Yeah.
And when we were like, Stacey Jones! And obviously Stacey's like a unisex name.
Yes, that's UNI6. There you go.
So, but then me and my brother would go around and be like, her name's Nicole Stacey Jones! So Stacey Jones is one for me. Also, just as a...
you go. Yep.
Not growing up, but when I was getting into league more, it's probably one of my favourite players of all time still. Kevin Locke, man.
Kevin Locke, the road
You
runner.
can't go past him.
You cannot go past him, bro.
He's just so
He had
good.
a crazy run. He had a crazy run for a moment there.
Yeah.
Mad skills, speed. Nice. Did you have a rugby union one?
you know who I actually like? Doug Howlett.
Dougie Howlett. Who doesn't like
Yeah.
Dougie?
Yeah.
Had the
Doug
curly
Howlett.
locks.
Or is it Joe Rokoko or
Joe Rokothoko.
Joe Rokosoko? But
Yeah.
on rugby games, Rokokoko.
Rokokoko. Sivivatu.
Rokokoko.
Sivivatu. Nice. Those are good choices. Rugby league wise. Growing up, you have the classics. Sean Hoppy was pretty mean. I used to think he was mean. Probably Clinton Torpey. He was elite. Yeah, Clinton Torpey, probably. And then rugby union. Oh, it's a hard one. This is going back a bit, but probably Christian Cullen.
Yep.
He was mean. Just how quick he was, how he moved across the field, how he glided. It was, epic. So I'd have to say Christian Cullen if I'm talking rugby union.
How good.
And then one warrior on Kiwi player I really loved coming up when I'm not really growing up. I was half grown by then. It was probably Simon Mannering.
Half grown.
Simon Mannering. Half grown up though. Brilly89, shout out to Brilly. Does Tamaiti Martin deserve a shot in the 6 jersey to bring a much needed attacking style of rugby league? Do you reckon they need to pull that trigger yet?
Nah. We might not have our attack fully we're not got it going yet, but I love what Chanel does in defence. And defence wins comps.
Defense wins comp. Defense.
But he's such a hard tackler on defense in that, and I don't know if you'll get the same from Makati from Tamaiti.
Yeah,
definitely get from Makati.
Kaiti goes pretty hard. No, Tamaiti does go pretty hard in the paint, but I know what you're saying.
Yes.
I think Tamaiti really suits being in the team because he can cover so many positions. So
it's an interesting one. I
don't know if I'll pull trigger exactly yet. Probably we're a little deep now. I feel like these other two have got a bit of a combo starting to roll now, so I'll stick with
round 12, 9-3 or something.
Yeah,
you don't go change anything when you're 9-3,
unless you're the Bulldogs, and then you just get
Bulldogs,
new players, get rid of players that are doing the job for you, and
or Roosters, stuff like that.
Yeah. Anyway, yep. Another question here: thoughts on the Joey Tarpany being the villain at Mount Smart?
Well, we were talking about this earlier. I fucking loved it.
Bro, I loved it.
Highlighted.
If he was Aussie, I probably would have hated it. But
the reason people were getting their knickers in a twist is because we didn't win.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it more in the Warriors game. We didn't deserve to win that game. If we couldn't get a try on them and they scored against us when they had 12 on the field, we didn't deserve to win.
There you go, man. I agree.
It was a tight game, which was mean, but I don't think we deserved to win that game when they got one sent off, and then that's when we got flustered and we tried to rush the ball. We were dropping it.
Yes.
And where we just needed to keep doing what we were doing, and we would have got across it probably for 2 tries.
Say less. He's nailed it on the head.
So I loved how tough, I think he might have seen that as well, and he just brought that that crybaby face. Oh, that has to be.
We love our boy Chance, obviously. We love our boy Chance. He doesn't mind a little bit of, let's say, a little bit of GST on the acting.
Oh, I've been hanging out with Dal.
Oh, it was pretty funny though, because obviously they're homies, so that's what makes it all so funny.
Yeah, they would have been sweet after the game.
People are like, he keeps complaining to the ref. It's like, yeah, that's what all the captains do, bro.
Yeah,
you got to be at I don't have problems with that. And then they say, what about all the high shots? He got one that was a bit stray. Okay, I get that. But the rest they were going every single tackle he done was high.
Yeah.
And then never mind the fact of how he was running the ball and everything else. He was a beast. So.
And then I think he got a bit when Chance got sent off, he gave a bit of lip, but that was going to happen every day of the week. We were just giving away penalties.
Yeah.
And
someone was about to. Someone was going to go. Just happened to be Chance.
Yeah, people were saying that we didn't get a warning. I was like, we got a warning the same time Raiders did.
Yeah, and we did leading up to that thing that keeps going ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Those are basically warnings. So if that bell just keeps going off, that's what I kept saying. Someone is going soon.
Yeah. So I knew that And probably it made it funny because they didn't pick it up to start with, and then they challenged it and got it sent off. But the high shot was Starling's. He was like off his feet.
Oh, that was atrocious. That was actual high, late, everything. That ticked all the boxes.
Yeah.
So he should have been sent, correct. But yes, I don't have a problem with it. You need villains in your game.
You do. You need the villain. And I reckon Ricky's told him to go and be like, go here. They haven't lost it this year, like home.
Yeah.
Let's go out and be the villain.
This was Tap's moment. Like, no Fish, no Mitch. He was he was the alpha dog in the game.
And that's sad because it would have been mean to see us with Fish and Mitch against them, their forward pack. But
oh, yeah. I think the Fish and Taps both being captains going up against each other would have been sick. That would have been a mean battle. Everyone's like, oh, he wouldn't have done it if Fish was there. Maybe not. But he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And they done what they needed to do to get his team up. You look at all the team talking about him afterwards. Like, he was getting there. He was pushing his team along, you know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they get the win. So everyone's like, oh, he shouldn't behave in that fashion. Well, I think at the end, Tamale and that was probably over the top. Like
that was over the top.
And saying, like, fuck you, cunt, to the crowd and shit. Like, that's a bit.
But it was probably to kids, too.
Yeah, and Tarpany wasn't doing that.
No. He was yarning to his players.
He was going at the other players and, like, you know, yapping to the ref, which is fine.
He kept it on the field.
Yeah, and I think everything he'd done was kind of play on in my book. I don't think he'd done anything. Yeah. And then Waz fans need to, like, look, like I said, like, we love our boy Chance. But he was playing it up a bit, which heaps of players do. So,
yeah. But sometimes it annoys me because you lose your momentum because you're that close to the line. Bro. Get up and play the ball.
Correct.
And it's not, like you're saying, it's not even a thing at Chance. It's like any player when you try to milk that penalty. But when you're close to the line, you normally better than penalty sometimes as a quick play the ball.
You got that roll on. You go, sweet, we're rolling here, and then someone gets up real slow, holding the face, looking at the ref, looking at the screen. It's like, oh no, just play the ball.
And then it's worse when it happens. Like nothing, he doesn't even stop it. It's just like play the ball.
And then we just get a real slow play the ball. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep moving. Thanks for those questions, guys. Review of the round. It was a shorter one, wasn't it, Jase?
5 games.
5 games.
And we started off on a torrential Thursday night.
It was raining cats and dolphins. Dolphins and dogs.
Dolphins and dogs. 8 to 44. Dolphins get over the Bulldogs.
Didn't see that. I know they had a lot of players out. I didn't see a 44-8 coming.
You know Nick? Remember Nick?
Yes. Was it Nick Gurr?
Nick Gurr.
Shout out to Nick Gurr.
You can't say that.
Nick Gurr.
He was over there.
Oh, was he?
For work or something, and then he just randomly went to this game.
Man, that's all good. I
was hoping the Asako, I thought was pretty good.
I thought he was good too, man. He's probably
got every kick as well.
Mad. His kicks were mad.
Yeah.
First try as well. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought he was actually really good that game.
Yeah, and our boy, Kurt Donahue, right?
Bro, yeah. I was gonna say shout out to the friend of the potty.
Friend of the potty. Crooked nose. It might be audio only next time we get him on. Eels get over the Eagles too, 30-10, and that's probably the one game I got right. It was. Oh no, I got that wrong because I didn't take them because Mitchell was out. Mitchell Moses.
What did you get right?
I don't know. Did I get one right? I'm sure I got one. I got 1 point. I thought Dill was pretty solid in that game. I think the Eels look they're looking pretty good, man. They got a couple of young players who came in. Papali'i was in there. Joash. Played well. So, yeah. You got any other takes? There weren't that many Kiwis in that game. Any other takes from that game, bro?
Nah, it's
pretty hard to get a line on some of these games, with Orange on, with like players missing in that.
Bottom of the table, Panthers lose to the Knights. Second to the bottom of the table, 25.
That's the shit kickers cup.
Dylan Lucas came out firing.
Bro, he was just running like normal lines, and then no one was tackling him, eh? It was just like he was playing under 12s.
Yeah, and Fletcher Sharp was mean.
Fletcher Sharp looks good at fullback, man.
Yeah, part Kiwi, Dane Gagai.
Yes, my Māori. Cheer Māori. The Knights get it done with the Sky high score of 25. That might be one of their highest scores for the year.
I think it was.
They don't usually get over 20, so
This is the most points I've scored in like 3 weeks altogether or something, as well.
shit. Like, Panthers, man, I don't know.
Well, they had like a lot of players out.
It must suck though when you're going shit. When you're
yeah.
going shit, but you've got real good players in your team who play Origin. That's the worst combination.
Yeah.
Because your week to week's going shit, but they still take all your best players out, which makes it even harder.
Yeah. Just on Fletcher Sharp, he's not Kiwi, but 20 runs, 272 meters, 66 post contact, 4 line breaks, 15 tackle breaks.
Crazy. I must say, the team looked better with him out the back.
Yeah.
Just saying. In my opinion, anyway. I think he'll just get into a game just by like running hard and shit, which Kalen does as well, but he's probably a bit more like silk based. So
yeah,
I think what they need is a hard straight runner at the moment. Next game, there's actually a few Kiwis in this. Roosters defeat the Sharks. I didn't get this right, but I got my Kiwi punters try thing. What do we properly call that properly? You know what we're calling that?
We used to, I don't know, but we used to call it the award was called the Tauara Nico.
Yeah. Anyway, I had KL Edo, and I think Kane had Ronaldo, didn't he?
Yeah. I didn't think Ronaldo was going to get there at one point.
Yeah. So he gets over and gets him in there. What was that young fella's name again? The hooker?
Oh, from the...
for the Roosters. I'll just bring it out now. Benaya Lualu? That's him, Benaya Lualu.
Yeah, because he ended up starting.
Young Kiwi, yeah, he ended up starting. That's right. Yes, he was good. Zach Docker-Clay, obviously, he's been good, solid this year, man. He been impressed with him. I've been impressed. And our big boy, wasn't in. He's out injured. Nafatu White, but then Xavier Vata, second touch on debut, gets a try. Was that Vata? I think it was. Oh, he's actually born in American Samoa. This fella.
Born and raised.
He's not a Kiwi, but anyway, thought he was. Shocker, brown person. He must be Kiwi. Few Kiwis in the Sharks game, but don't know what happened there, man. With bugger all Origin, with no Origin players, they should be doing the Roosters. They're real.
Thing was real quiet this game. Nikota.
Yeah, he was. Yep. I agree. But you haven't got much else to say on that. Roosters the real deal. Nah. Hard to say. Sharks in 1 week look like the winners of the whole comp, and then the next week look like absolute arse. So, don't know with them.
No.
All right, the actual game of the round, the last game of the round on Sunday night. 16 Raiders get up 16-10 against the Wars over at Mount Smart Stadium. Kiwis, that stood out to you in this one, man. It was a thriller. This felt like a semi-final.
It was a great game. Edge of the seat. I was nervous. Taps, obviously we talked about it before.
Outstanding.
Anyway, he was up there for me.
Yeah.
Clark, once again, mean. I think it was like 37 tackles, 0 missed.
Bro. The bro is insane, eh?
Yeah.
He would have been our best player that night, you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If not one, he's one of the... But...
Yeah, I want to give credit to Jackson Ford, man.
Yeah, no, he was nice. He was nicey.
And love Nikota at
front row.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he goes well. He's been going well. I think it just simplifies the game for him. He gets less penalties there too.
Yeah, it's good.
Like I said, because if you're on an edge, sometimes you jam in and you get the lazy arm out. This way, people are more likely running straight at you. So,
he got sent off.
Chansey was huge.
Chansey was good, man. He got sent off, but
and still ran over 200.
Yeah,
still ran for over 200. Got sent off for 10.
How crazy is that?
And then Seb Chris looked hard to handle. Mad try assist as well. That was sick. Back on CNK, that break to set up the Roger try.
Yeah. How good was that?
Yeah, so good. Go,
Chansey.
I thought T-Muckle was mean too. He looked hard to handle coming out of their end. So few Kiwis in this game. That's why I put that post up, because it'd be good to highlight how well they all went. Bit of biffo between Joe Tarpany and Aaron Clark there for a little bit.
Yeah, and Aaron Clark was bringing it too, man.
Though he was keen, he was in there. He'd had enough. Aaron had
But
had enough, but
like I was saying before, I don't think we deserved to win the game.
we had moments, like
Had a
you said,
moment,
Jase. Yeah.
like we didn't. If we you give up a try on when they have 12, it's just one of my biggest pet hates almost.
Oh yeah, it's hard, man, because you shouldn't be doing that. But what you were saying earlier, it happens all the time, eh? Like people are like,
Yeah.
we've got 13, they've got 12. We need to score. It's like we just build pressure.
Chug.
There's one point there we just got a repeat set, and I think is it Vomunga or was it Leka who dropped the ball?
Liquor, I think.
Yeah, it's just like we just got a repeat and then drop the ball.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, like we needed that set. So
Uh,
yeah, there's things there. There's things there.
One part that annoyed me was near the end of the game, and it was the second time Tamale dropped it, but they went back for no advantage. I was like, fuck off!
Oh yeah, that's why Tamale was so angry at the end. I think because he dropped the ball a couple of times, and the fans would have been getting into it. But no, I reckon it's a great performance from the Wires without Mitch and Fish.
10-6. You got to be happy with that. If you're missing your two captains, your two leading like front
rowers, yeah.
I
thought our boys stood up. Like we were right in that game. We just needed to ice a couple of moments and did it.
And it could have been obviously could have been the other way around if we had Mitch and thing there, but we don't. And you got to prepare for those games.
Correct. That would have put us in good stead. It was a good measuring stick of how we're going.
Yeah, and
which I think we're going well. Yeah.
Yep.
And then, there's a few people with the buys. Broncos, Cowboys, St. George.
All get the win, apparently.
Rabbits, Stormies, Titans, and West Tigers. All right, MVKs, mate. MVKs, most valuable Kiwis. We give a 3, 2, and 1 point to Kiwis who stood out to us during that round. Obviously not as many games, but who'd you have, Jase? Did you have your 3, 2, 1 over there?
Yep.
I'm going to
go mate? 1 point, Jermaine Suckle.
Oh, yes. He had a really good game, eh?
Yeah, I liked it. And his kicking was, I think that did it for me, especially from the sidelines. Those kicks were good.
Oh, they're just beautiful to watch. I said it the other week. It's like poetry in motion.
They go like out, and then...
The old bend it like Beckham. All right, the 2 points.
2 points. I'm going to have to go Clark again. He was good for us. He went off the park, and that's when we started missing tackles, and that's when they scored. So,
and I was kind of saying, did I say that in the chat? I was like, why is he off for so long?
Yeah, I don't know why he was off for so long. Yeah. He was when he's been playing big minutes before that. Like you would think, without Fish and Mitch, you would keep him on.
Yeah. Oh well, there must be a reason.
3 has to be Taps. That was a captain's knock, like you say.
Captain's knock. I mean, a bit rough if you're a Wires fan, but
we are all a Wires fan, and we can see how good it was.
Yeah, and a lot of people are looking at the carry on, but look at all his carries, look at his numbers. He looked hard to stop. Look at that nice crisp pass he'd done to one of the other forwards that set up that try for Fogarty. Taps was in everything. So
he only played 57 minutes, 11 runs for 119 metres, 47 post contact, 1 tackle break, 2.66 second play the ball.
Oh, anything under 3, that's elite. That's great.
An offload. I thought he had more offloads than 1, but...
Did it say he only had 1? I swear he had like 3.
Yeah, even more. He was offloading. And then 44 tackles, 2 missed.
Crazy. 44 tackles?
Yeah.
Holy. Everyone's like, how many shoulder charges? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
It's a tough sport, man. It's a tough sport. He plays it on the edge. He's on the line of he's just tippy-toeing on that line of but you got to have that sort of shit in the game. Otherwise, it'll be boring.
Exactly. How about you, bro?
Those third-man tackles, too, just while we're on Taps. Third man in. So if 2 people were holding him up, Taps was just running from the other side of the field. Right in the ribs every time.
So he probably only got 22 tackles.
Yeah. Sweet. So my 1 point, what did I write down? I just clicked back. I reckon it was hard to go past Seb Chris, especially that first half. His first half.
I was tossing up between Seb Chris and Jermaine.
His first half was elite. I mean, that try assist was beautiful from Sebi Chris. Strong runner of the ball. He's having quite the season. 2 points goes to, I had to give some more points to Aaron Clark. He's just a gimme at the moment every week. He's collecting points. I think every single week he's got points
Yeah, he's
Just shows how well he's going.
I think it's because Victor Radley went good, but this was the only week he didn't make Bloke's team of the week.
Yeah, Radley was outstanding, but I thought Clark was too. And then my 3 points. It goes to the big taps. Sorry, Wise fans. Sorry, man.
But that's saying a bit if you're like we are Waz fans and we're giving credit where credit's due, pretty much.
It was funny because like we had Waz fans coming at us.
Yeah.
Like we weren't Waz fans. It's like, bruh, check out my titty. Look, Waz. All day. It's just you got to take the goggles off.
I'll be honest, it took me like 15 minutes, half an hour after the game to be like, fuck, we could have had that.
Yeah.
But then I was like, fuck, that was a good game.
It was a great game. I know people are off taps because borderline crusher. I don't think it actually was one.
He pulled out of it.
Yeah, and then there was one shot that was a bit high. Yeah, borderline. But, and then doing the cry face, that was funny.
That still cracked me up. He did it real well. He must do it at home.
It's like? It's like when you play your brothers or like your mates.
Yeah.
I remember we used to play rugby or league and you play someone you'd know or one of your mates. You just go extra harder. You know what I mean?
Well,
and it's like he was playing his mates, back home in New Zealand. Like
hard. Or even like if you're playing like gaming with the boys, but back in the day when it wasn't online. Fuck, are you watching my screen?
No watching your screen.
And then you're just like giving it to them. Like he just brought it. It was so funny.
It was Bance too, because he's back in New Zealand. He's got a point to prove. A lot of these guys don't get picked up by the Warriors, right?
Yeah.
So when they come back to play them, they got a point to prove. So it's like, no, credit to them. Credit to Team Walker and Chris as well. They were outstanding in the Raiders team. A lot of Kiwi boys in the Warriors stood up as well, we mentioned. Sweet. So I'll go through our top 5, There's a few tied. Oh, Toya's in there. He's got to get deleted. Later, Bowl. And we'll go to 6th. Tied 6th place, we've got Leka Halasima, Jordan Ricky, Chanel Harris Tavita, and tied for 5th, we've got Ronaldo Mulitalo with 7. Oh, this is for 5th with 7 points, sorry. Mulitalo, T. Moko, and Jerome Hughes. 4th position, outright 4th with 12 points is Seb Chris. Outright 3rd with 17 points is Charles Nicol Klokstad. And then in 2nd place, outright, we've got Joseph Tarpanier with 23 points. And way, way, way out in front, Aaron Clark has got 48 points in 1st there. So he's consistently not just getting a point. The bro's like getting 2 and 3 points every week. So
he's insane.
Outstanding from Clarkie.
He's doing like the first year we did this when Tarpenny was just killing it.
Yeah, bro. Yep. I agree. It's similar, isn't it? Similar. All right. Did you have a Kiwi moment of the round, Jase, that stood out to you?
People are probably going to hate this. But it's the Tarpenny. You probably could do like of everything he did at night, but like it's the cry face.
The cry face.
It was this. I want to go back and watch it because they do it, and then you hear the crowd because they see it on the big screen. Just lose their shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, he's It's like it's like when John Cena turned bad.
Yeah,
that's what it was like because he's a Kiwi and Mount Smart.
Yep.
And it was when like John Cena turned bad just recently, turned into a bad guy. Turned heel. It was great. And like I said, Chance is his homie, so
yeah,
he was obviously a bit of bants, but when you get annoyed at your brother and stuff, it's like, come on, bro.
Actually, Chansey, you're listening to this. What were your guys' chats after the game? Because I could imagine
they did talk.
Up.
Yeah,
they would have talked. I want to know what they talked about. They would have been crack up, I reckon.
Jazz's comment on Chance's post was funny.
Jase is one of the biggest PSC.
Oh, it was just crack up. Mine would have to be the Seb Chris try assist in the first half.
Almost out of nothing, eh?
Almost out of nothing. Breaks through. Such a strong runner of the ball. You need to get shoulders on Sebi Chris, otherwise you're not stopping him. And I thought, well-timed pass, just a beautiful pass. I think he's one of their biggest attacking weapons at the moment, Seb Chris. So shout out to the bro. I think he's locked in a centre position for the Warriors, for the Kiwis for sure.
For the Warriors?
I wish it was at the Warriors. He'd be a great asset. Wasn't there some rumour about that earlier in the year?
Yeah.
But then we got Morgan Harper instead.
Crazy.
All right. Preview the next round, mate.
Aye.
Where are we? This
First
should be
game,
round
Friday
13.
night. So we don't have
Friday.
it. Well, actually, we've got women's.
Women's State of Origin tonight.
Yes. New
Oh, yeah, I
South
better
Wales
watch
clean
that
sweep.
tonight. Sweet. All right. What's our first game, mate?
Dragons versus Knights at Jubilee Stadium.
Oh, who you got winning and why, mate?
Fletcher Sharp, if he's at fullback still and Ponga doesn't come in, I'll go Knights.
Oh, but if Ponga's here, you're like, nah, but
Oh, not quite. Nah, I think the Knights would have learned a lot last week, so I'm going to go Knights.
yeah, it's a hard one.
Teams off the bye don't really come back.
They don't.
Like
They
hissing.
have shown not to go that well. And saying that, I've been a bit of a Knights hater this year, so I'll stay on that train. I want to stay off them yet. They just need to prove to me a little bit that they can do it more than once.
Yep.
The Dragons have been pretty good this year, so I'll stick with the Dragons. Next game, Titans versus Storm.
Storm.
Stormies?
Yep.
Stormies. I was just checking what ins do they have? Oh, yeah, their team, Grant Anderson, Romy, Nelson on the interchange, playing great off the interchange. Sweet. So you reckon Storm? I reckon Storm too. It should be a bit out of their reach, the Titans, you'd think.
Yeah. But hey, you never know this year.
You never know. But surely not another round like that round, like with 75% upsets. Next game, Cowboys take on the Tigers up at Country Wank Stadium. Who you got?
Oh.
It's a bit of a yucca one, isn't it?
I'm going to go Tigers.
Tigers.
Things gone now. I reckon they're going to be like, we don't need you.
We'll show you.
Yeah.
We'll galvanize now you're not here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tigers.
Oh, I might go Cowboys. I just need to see a little bit more of the
honestly,
Tigers.
Yeah, it could go
It's a
either
coin
way.
flipper, isn't it? Oh, I was supposed to do that the other week. I'll do that this week. When I actually do my Super Brew picks, I'm going to flip a coin for each game.
I like it.
Heads is home team, tails is away. All right. Sea Eagles versus the Bronx, bro. Who you got on that one?
I'm going to go Broncos with Jesse at fullback.
Jess is at fullback, correct. The trader. How good. I'm going to go... The Broncos have been pretty hard to get a line on, but the Sea Eagles, they were pretty pathetic the other week, so I'm going to go Broncos as well. Person to watch. Personally, for me, Benji Tiakura.
Oh, yes?
Benji Tiakura. He's the big boy's back. He's back in the interchange, so I want to see him. Let him bang. Let the big boy bang, baby. He's going to murk someone. He'll be murking it.
Warriors versus Rabbitohs.
Versus the Rabbitohs. I'm going to check the team list here. Is the boy in there? He's not in.
Ali.
I'm looking for the cheese. Looking for the cheese. Still can't crack that team either.
Nah. Oh, he's still injured.
Is he? I thought he was back training and everything. Nah, he's not. Okay, still injured. All right, that's all good then. I was thinking, I wonder when he's back. Who you got, bro?
I'm going Warriors. Fisher Harris to watch. I reckon they're going to be angry after last week.
Mm-hmm.
13 plus.
Oh, a 13 plus, you reckon?
I reckon it could be even like 20,
Right,
but 13 plus.
I'm obviously
We
going
need a
the
good
Warriors.
winner, like a dominant win.
This could be a bit of a trip-up game, though.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, I'm expecting them to win. Fisher's back, right? I haven't checked the list for them.
Why I'm liking it is because we have Lecker on the bench again.
Yeah, hard.
You have Lecker and Dimitri on the bench, and then you got Ford, who's been playing actually really good.
Yeah.
That punch from the bench is actually really good. And if you look at like compared to theirs,
yeah,
like Tavita,
yes. Their bench, like we got Vomunga, Ford, Halasima, and Tamari in 14. They got Sean Kippy, Moali, and Totola, which is not bad. But I think
Totola's been, Davey Moali's been all right, but I don't think these young boys have been good. And then Jackson Ford at prop has just been a revelation this year.
Yep. And we've got Mitch and Fish back, so
yep.
I'm expecting a win. Wouldn't be surprised if it's 13 plus, but they do have a couple of tidy players in the Souths team, and they've been going pretty good. They've been hanging in tough. But yeah, got to go the Wires. All right, Penrith versus the Eels. 17th versus 15th. My, how times have changed.
I'm getting on Penrith. I just don't get off them. Except last week when I went Knights.
Is that the one I got right?
Mate, well, I remember you talking about it. No, you didn't, because you're like, oh, in hindsight, probably should have gone the Knights.
With all that, that's right. But I've just well off them. No, I need to go back and check. I can't remember who I tipped. Anyway, Mitch is supposed to back up Anzac Lomax. All the Origin players for Penrith apparently backing back up. But I reckon the Eels are on something here. They're on something. They're on a bit of a more of a vibe, bit of a sicky vibe. So I'm going the Eels, mate. Going the Eels.
Yep, I'm Penny Panthers.
All right, last game, Rooters versus the Raiders. The Rooters are hopefully going to get smoked. No, not hopefully. In my opinion, the Raiders after that, I can't see the Roosters beating them at this stage. They might, but I've got the Raiders for mine. I think the Raiders will be too tough. They would have got a lot of confidence from getting up over the Warriors back over in New Zealand. So Roosters aren't anything to laugh at. They could come out and do something. But
yeah, Raiders are my second favourite team this year.
I just love watching them. Don't love them as much when they're beating the Warriors, but
I feel
like the brand of footy, they play tough, they throw the ball around, offload,
People were saying, is this like a rivalry between the Warriors and Raiders now? But I feel like we've always had like a little bit of a rivalry with the Raiders. Like,
yeah, I think it's because they've always had Kiwis in their team, eh?
Yeah.
So that always brings a bit of extra flavour, bit of spice to it,
Also, you got the Dolphins game right. We went Dolphins.
Oh yeah, so many Bulldogs players out. Come on. I didn't have 44 though. Shit. I didn't have like 30. What is it? 44 minus 8 is what? 36. I didn't have a plus 36. I did not have that. All right, we better go into our... did Kane actually send a best bet as well? Or just the try scorer for our comp?
Just a try scorer, I believe. I'll bring it up.
Okay, I'll read out what the try scorer comp says, because I'm always find it hard to talk about it, but if I read what he's actually posted, so just give me a second. The Kiwi punts. The boys are back with a brand new concept. Rather than Lennie picking knee quarter every week, or Jase stealing my tips, that's from Kane.
Hold changing... up. He's just salty because I beat him both years.
Oh, yeah, you've cleaned him up. He gets paid to do it. Come on, Kane. We're changing it up for a fun battle of Kiwi talent. Best of all, the loser will have to do a punishment based off your voting, which we didn't agree to, but play on, I guess. Where we got there? Who would you pick if you had to select one Kiwi to score this weekend? That's how it rolls. How it works, each week the boys will pick one Kiwi player to score. If that player scores, they are awarded a point. Highest points at season end is crowned winner. If the player selected doesn't score that round, then you are unable to pick them ever again. Picking a player 2 rounds in a row will carry extra risk, as you'll lose 2 times points if they're unable to score. That's an interesting penalty you chucked in there, but I like it. There will be a punishment for the last place as voted by the listeners. Yes.
Apparently it's a chill punishment. But so if you get that player right and he scores, you get to keep him.
You get to reuse him at some point, but
yeah.
you don't have to use him straight away,
but
right?
If you use him 2 weeks in a row and he doesn't score, you pretty much just
lose both
a
points.
point.
So I'm never going to do that.
No, because he won't even score the second week. That's why you lose it. So
Yeah.
you lose. You worse off than you were the first week.
Yeah, so I'm never going back to back with anyone.
Nikota.
Knew you could. No, lucky I didn't. Took a lot of me not to use him.
I found it real hard last week. I didn't know who to go, and I went.
Plus, we had less games too, bro.
Yeah, Nicarima, bro. He went close as well. I was like,
yeah, he did. Who did I say I was going to go? Oh yeah, that's right. All right. So who did Kane have again, mate? For his Kiwi, the Kiwi punt off. Kiwi punt off. It's called.
He has Dallin.
He's gone Dell.
Yeah.
What happens if they don't make the team? Because I see Tane's in the wider squad.
He's got to keep it because he did that to me last week, a few weeks ago. So you got to keep it, bro. Actually, that'll give me a lot of satisfaction They swap him around, but like, nah, bro, you picked your player, man.
All right, and who did you go? Sorry.
I've gone Fa'alago from the
Yes,
Storm.
far longer he hasn't said no, and he expressed some interest from what Tawara Nico had said, so he's eligible. And I said
against
Seb
the
Chris.
Titans, I reckon it could be a goer.
Yep, and I said Seb Chris against the Rooters. Hopefully he can just punch through those Rooters. And who did Kane say again? Remind me? Dallin, that's right, yes. Oh, that's right, because we spoke about it. All right. Oh, so that means after this week, Kane and I are both on 1 point. And Jase is on none points.
None. Zilch.
But he's already won those other 2 comps, so it's about time he let someone else win. All right. Sorry, just trying to find my notes. I'm clicking everywhere. There we go. Best bet.
That's us?
Oh, that's us. That is
That's
us.
us.
Yeah. Well done. Hey.
Oh, good.
Great to see you, mate.
You too.
And don't forget, so for your Tarlingers, bro, where do they find us?
Tarlingers?
Yeah.
They find us. What's Tarlinger?
Tardinger?
Tardinger. I was like,
Tardinger?
what's Tarlinger? Yeah, well, not Tarlinger.
That's Samoan for you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Sorry, Samoans.
Yeah, I don't know if it is for sure, but a lot of their words are just where Te Reo has an R, they have an L.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Interesting.
so where will they find out with their ears?
They will find us on Spotify,
The Spotty.
Apple Podcast,
Apple Podcast. Up it all.
Apple Podcast, Podbean.
Podbeanus.
And then for our
Fatu and Karu.
They will find us on YouTube.
And of course, Jase, where should they follow us? Not home, but
on Facebook, Instagram,
yes,
TikTok. Like, subscribe, follow, rate, 5 stars only. And yeah, thank you for listening.
Thanks for tuning in. Yes, as always, we've been the Kiwi NRL podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the sponsors, Tough Luck Workwear, Fitzone, and Mortgage IQ. I've been Lennie. This is Jason, and we will bid you good well. And don't forget, give them a taste of Kiwi. Up the wires and fuck Origin.
You know what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give it, give it.